All right, everybody. Welcome to the Janitorials Podcast. We're back. Please hit the like button on YouTube. Subscribe. That is the best way to help the show, hands down. Um, Same three characters we got here.
Hey.
Not going to interrupt anybody. No script this time. We're just going off the top of the head. Anybody got subject they want to talk about?
I was going to lean off of Jerry.
Oh, all right. You want me to go? So, I guess we've been kind of going back and forth with possibly changing the show name. Is that what name should we kind of go with? I don't think anybody's going to be looking up janitorials
Me neither.
for a podcast.
I'm definitely open to it.
Yeah.
If you guys can come up with a good name. We have a few written down that we've come up with. We don't really love any of those, but any social platform, reach out to us if you think, based on our content, this would be a good name. We'll evaluate it and go from there.
Yeah.
Winner gets
A shout out.
You can call in. You can call in and talk on the show. How about that? We'll give you 5 minutes.
Have y'all gotten feedback? I'm pretty sure y'all gotten feedback.
Yeah, but I want to see it in the comments, man. I want to start. If you think we're missing something, hit us up. You want us to talk about something? Write a comment. If we get enough, we'll start talking about it.
No.
Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know.
Freedom of speech.
So kind of going off what we were talking up there a little bit outside was, what new TV shows are you watching? What movies have you seen lately? Anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with Jerry. What you got?
The most recent movie was Black Adam.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was a good movie.
It was.
The first I don't want to many spoilers or anything, but half the movie, I'm thinking the kid was him the entire time.
All right.
Oh yeah, because that's the way it portrayed it.
Oh yeah, man.
You're like,
they got me hook, line, and sinker. I was like, what?
But through half of the movie, I started realizing because he was real violent.
Oh,
he was real violent, and the kid was so, he was bringing the people together.
Yeah.
So it was just like, that was definitely the twist.
Yeah.
That was the twist.
It was a good twist.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet, but that kind of reminds me of that one movie where they made What If Superman Was Bad? Is it kind of like that?
I've never seen it.
I can't remember the name of it, but like, what if Superman was a bad superhero?
I don't.
He's
No. I think
Black Adam's different, man.
it is.
He only cares about his people, and that is it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of CGI in it.
I would say so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But I'm kind of over Dwayne Johnson though, man.
He's in everything.
I know. I'm not feeling it.
I would like the movie even if he wasn't in it.
Yeah, I would
Really?
too. Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm kind of over Dwayne Johnson too. I'm over kind of Marvel as well. I think the more of the
This
TV
is different, dude.
I think the
It's different.
TV shows are better that you can get on Disney Plus are
Yeah.
better than the movies.
Really.
Yeah.
I would say they're about the same. It's kind of becoming watered down a little bit. I feel like
Yeah.
Marvel is, but
Well, the good thing is it's DC.
yeah. Oh, did I say for honestly, that was DC.
Uh-huh.
For it to be DC though, it's like oof.
I
Because it was
liked
aimed towards the families.
Yeah,
it was
I liked
definitely
it.
no. It's good, but now I'm thinking about it as DC. So because I'm when I think of DC, I'm thinking of real dark comics. The real Batman, Titans, because that shit is dark.
This is fucking dark as shit too.
It wasn't really that dark, man.
No?
It's not dark.
All right.
It just doesn't. No
That's not-
shit given. Just
Yeah, that's not dark.
it's not what you're thinking of a superhero.
I mean, come on, Avengers.
Well, he's
That-
an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, shit like that was like in Avengers, though. Like,
With the Hawk.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, they was doing stuff like that in Marvel, though. Like,
I liked it. You need to watch it.
no, I mean, I liked it. I liked it too, but The Rock, though.
TV shows. I've been watching Letterkenny and Shorzy.
I gotta get on it.
Yeah, Letterkenny's hilarious. One that we both watched though is I Survived a Serial Killer. All of us have watched that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
that shit's dope.
Actually, sometimes though, when I'm watching it, I'm like, man, they wanted to get caught because they're making easy mistakes, right? Easy mistake.
So like there was a.
I mean, that's kind of harsh to say.
They were doing stupid shit though.
Right.
They were doing stupid shit like.
Oh, she loves me. I'm just gonna tie her down, dumbass.
Right. Yeah.
So like
hopped out of the trunk and ran.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of the episodes? It was like an old lady. One of the or she wasn't an old lady. She was like, she was she would portray herself as like this innocent lady. And she was like killing everyone that was like living in her house. Like
I don't know if that's the same show or not.
Yeah.
that might be
I know what you're talking about. Where she
or
like she
my
went out,
roommate is a killer.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
or like worst roommate. She
Yeah.
went out there and like killed her husband and then had her I think it was her children, went out there and they buried her
The
in
bear.
the garden.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that.
in the yard. Yeah.
She was like an
She-
80-year-old lady. Yeah.
Well, so no, she wasn't that old though.
No?
She wasn't that old.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it is my roommate was it.
The one that
Roommate.
the guy that
Something
you were
like that.
talking about though, the one kid ended up growing up to be a serial killer because of that.
Which one?
Where the mom made the two boys bury their dad.
That's him. What he was talking about with the old lady, the not old.
No, that was that was like the roommate. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. See, I got them kind of confused, but it's a show called My Roommate is a Killer or something like that, and it was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. This lady was like, so she had a rap sheet from,
Mhm.
dude, it was like a long time ago.
50s and
Yeah,
60s,
yeah. And then she like made her hair white and like she made herself look really innocent, but so she turned her home into, and it was on Main Street in like Washington State or something like that. And like when she got busted, they were like, you know, she wasn't too far from like you know, the police station and all that. She was like in the metropolitan area, but like she turned her house into like a home to like help people. That's what it looked like, to help
Right.
people. But in reality, these people was disappearing and she was collecting their like Social Security benefits.
Hmm.
And I was like, and it wasn't even a lot of money though.
And you hear that all the time about people doing that scam for Social Security checks.
Yeah.
How much is a Social Security check?
It's not a lot.
Like
man.
500
Yeah.
a month, something like that.
Yeah.
With my guess.
Somewhere's in there.
I guess if you had nothing, 500 would be.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
500 scam
right.
like that. I mean,
Start killing
500,000.
people?
But she was getting away with it, bro. Like her front yard and her backyard had bodies all over it, and it was just like, how did she get away with it for so long?
Well, that's what they
Planting a
always say.
tree.
That's what they,
I'm planting a tree.
that's what they always say. I mean, there's a show out there called serial killers that hide among us. So they're always like right there in plain sight, and it's always the person that you will never ever.
You gonna have to text that to me. I'm watching that shit.
All right, so now that we're talking about that, have you seen the new Dexter?
I have not yet.
I only seen like the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, damn, that's good.
The new one.
Yeah.
He's in the woods and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
His son finds him.
yeah, I haven't fucking caught up to it
Oh,
yet.
he
it's
finds
good.
them.
Yeah, because he ended up killing somebody already.
Yep.
Okay.
So then you're thinking, what happened? Because they left the country.
Yeah.
Him and the girl, his ex-girlfriend or
Yep.
whatever, they left the country. So it's like, what happened? I can't wait to watch
Yeah.
that.
The plant lady, right? She killed everybody with flowers and stuff at the end.
The plant lady.
Yeah, the blonde. That was his girlfriend.
Oh,
She, like, killed people with flowers and stuff.
what was she? I can't remember how she was killing people.
Yeah, she was like a botanist, I think.
Was she?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think.
I can't remember.
Each season there was a new.
Yeah, there was a new. He had a new girl or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were all blind, I think. Yeah. Cause it was like it was his first wife with the child that they had, and then he had the chick Lumen that he rescued from. He was going to kill the serial killer, but he found the chick, and they ended up hooking up or whatever. And he like sent her off eventually, and then it was a chick at the end, the one that went out of the country. I think they went to Argentina or something like that. But it starts out good though.
Yeah.
The new Dexter,
Yeah.
he's out there hunting that white buck. What is it?
So that was his first kill, right? Like he, the one guy that came in the hunting store, acting all tough and shit.
Asshole,
And,
rich
like he
asshole.
almost got like to the deer and like all but like petting it, and then
Yep.
the dude shoots it in front of him,
Yeah.
and he ends up killing that dude.
Yep. He killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he kill him right then and there?
Yeah.
See, I thought when he killed him, I thought it was something he was thinking about, and it
Yeah.
actually didn't
Because
happen.
he didn't have everything laid out like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the dude's like sitting there talking like, yeah, I got it or whatever, and he just like, or whatever, and I was like, whoa, that was early.
So
That
then
was
that
early.
me and my wife were talking about the other day. You brought up like a serial killer. Again, you never know what they're gonna look like.
Right.
So if you look at like Ted Bundy or like John Wayne Gacy, and all them, like they look like some bitch made motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
ran into that guy on
Yeah.
the street,
You would not be
100%.
scared of
you would not
Yeah.
be intimidated, right?
No.
Like you look at him, you're like, take that motherfucker in a heartbeat.
that. Yeah.
Meanwhile, that guy's killed 80 people. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
now they have to do it with like sneaking up and using
Right.
tricks and like.
Well, that's because they're just like how we portrayed them. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, we're not scared of
They're
turn our back to
weasels.
'em.
They're like little
Yeah.
weaselly people.
Yeah, like Bundy would pretend he was hurt and get girls into his van and then
Damn.
kill him. But like, I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. I've been watching a lot of it, and it's just like, man, if I ran into that guy on the street, I wouldn't even think twice about it. Like, hey, what's
No.
up, dude? And
Yeah.
keep it moving. You know?
Right.
So, question
Yeah.
about serial killers: do you
Yeah.
think that it is like something in their brain that just like clicks,
Yes. So,
or is it? Do you think that it's genetic to where, like from far back, like where it was, kill or be killed type scenarios and stuff?
I don't think it's kill or be killed, but yes, I do definitely think it's genetic. We got
Yep.
a huge argument about it. Like, is a
Yep.
serial killer born or created? I think they're born. They have a
Yeah.
chemical imbalance
Yep.
in their
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Because like a true serial killer doesn't feel any empathy for
Yeah.
anybody.
Right.
You can't teach that. Don't have any feelings for anybody. I can't teach you not
Right.
to, you know what I mean? So I think it is just their brain is wired differently, and it has to come from genetics, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was kind of thinking is like because far back, Spartans and shit like
Yeah.
if they weren't top of the line, they got thrown off a cliff or whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then you got like the best of the best to kill people to
Mhm.
protect your people. And now that we don't have to do that in our society, but it's still like in our DNA.
They still gotta
So,
be there.
and then
You
I
know what
brought
I mean?
this up, and she disagrees with me. Like, do you think it has to do with if you look at? And she brought up a good point. Like, most of the killings went on in like the 1970s and 80s, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then they were born right after their parents came home from World War II. So is there like a psychological thing that got passed on?
Oh, probably 100%. I mean, you think about it.
That's what I thought.
We've had like, all right, well,
Agent Orange out there in the Vietnam War and
right,
shit.
well,
you know?
let's go even further back. What about like because in the 1800s you had like Jack the Ripper and
So
all that
that's
shit
what
and
I was
stuff like
about
that,
to
right?
say. I said the same thing. There has to be something. There's got to be an X to what causes these motherfuckers to do it. She disagrees with me, saying nope, it's just a chemical imbalance because it goes back. Serial killing goes all the way back into biblical times.
Yeah, shit.
They just
Cain
weren't-
and Abel.
They just weren't
You know
called
what I mean?
serial killers
Right.
Yeah.
until the recent 1960s
I was gonna say,
and 1970s.
Fuck, dude. The
Yeah,
Wild
yeah.
Wild West, like everybody was killing everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
Like,
was survival though. That was
Right.
real.
yeah. Hey, I'll meet you in high noon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
it's.
Yeah, I don't know if I would label that as a serial killer.
Well, what about
Like I said, that's kind of more survival, right?
Yeah,
Like that's the
yeah.
ways that it was.
Yeah.
1700s or like 1776 before we became America?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about all the Native Americans that were, yeah, they were protecting the lands and shit, but those motherfuckers probably killed way more people than what these serial killers did.
Oh yeah, there's a audio book
You know what
that
I mean?
I'm listening to about. Whoo, they were brutal, man. They
Like,
scalping motherfuckers.
scalping
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your head on
Like
the
you
fucking
talk about
pike.
like have no mercy, no
None.
feeling for another human being.
Not at all. But
Not
again,
even
they didn't know it
flinch.
though because they were here by themselves, right?
Yeah.
And they just seen that as I don't know, fear or danger or
Something different.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I gotta. You're not gonna fuck me up. I'm gonna fuck you
Yeah.
up, right?
But it's also like a loyalty to your tribe because if you didn't fuck them up, you got fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
It's-
your stripes. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you take all that away. Take away before the Spanish came over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Potentially, maybe the Vikings came here first.
Mm-hmm.
they were still fighting each other, but that was over territory and stuff. But when you get into the late 1776 era, 17 to 1780, English actually was working with the Native Americans to kill
Right.
all the settlers
Right.
because they were bringing up the Revolutionary War, but
Mhm.
they didn't want that, so they went to the enemy, the Native Americans, and were like, "Hey, we'll pay you to go kill the white people."
Man, but they didn't accept all of them. Some of them they just killed
Yeah,
all of
It's
them.
crazy.
Yeah.
though.
And they're like,
Right.
all right, we like you for a little bit.
Yeah.
Get what we want, and then they were brutal. man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Even crazier. I mean, think about like after the war, after the Civil War, then it became the Indian Wars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, war creates hard times create hard men,
Right.
and then you just go through that vicious cycle.
Cycle.
Right?
Yeah.
So I do see that there could be a connection with that
Yeah, I'm gonna look
at
it
the
up.
end of wars.
I'm gonna look it up. Oh, I was talking about being passed down, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, I think
that
so.
the entire time of getting that hard time, and then you get back and you finally settle down, you have babies.
All you've ever known is killing, so that's
Right.
all you're gonna teach,
Yeah.
right? But I didn't know. I was thinking more of like the chemical side. And when they were over there in World War II, all the bombs and shit that's getting dropped off, and like napalm and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
And what did they use to make the bodies? Lie.
Mm.
Ah.
Some of that's got to get in you, and it
Yeah.
got
Changes
to
some shit.
transfer, right?
Changes shit. I mean, I know that
But if that's the case, why isn't there more?
Well, I think there is a shit.
because I would
Or
say,
do you think there's a lot of people that think it just never follow through?
and that's because of civilized man-made laws.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that stops us from turning into animals.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it though?
yes,
You think?
yes,
Dude, I've been pissed off where I don't give a shit about anything anymore.
yeah, but you look at your lineage, how you were raised.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it too. You know right from wrong.
Right
from
from
the
wrong,
beginning.
but like I think there's a point to where anybody can get pissed off enough to where like, fuck it, I know that this is wrong, but if you say one more fucking word, that's gonna be your last word.
So that's the difference right here. So I'm looking at the definition of a serial killer. A person who commits a series of murders, often with no apparent motive or typically following a characteristic. So like back in the Wild Wild West, I'll meet you at noon.
Yeah.
That's just how it was. It wasn't like... And like with Ted Bundy a lot, he would say like, oh, I was walking down the street and then I seen a girl that had the same color hair as my mom. And that would just trigger.
Mm.
To go.
I want to kill that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had that
And-
thought,
and
but I
there's-
have had thoughts where
I
I'm
want
like,
to kill that bitch.
Well, everybody gets
one
raged.
more
Yeah.
fucking word out of this dude's mouth.
So there's different
Please.
types, right? That's what she was
Yeah.
describing to me. Like, there's a serial killer. There's the rage killer that's just going to go on a spree killer that just kills a bunch of people till he
Yeah.
gets caught. There's the family annihilator. You know, the guy that out there in Colorado.
That killed the entire family.
Yeah.
I mean, well, shit. I mean, you think about it. Same thing as Chris Benoit.
Yeah, he's a family annihilator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that to me is that's a whole different thing. Like there's
we
a
should bring
there's a special place in hell for that kind of person. You know what I mean?
We should have waited for the next episode. We could have brought her down.
Dude, hey, we're going everything off the top.
Ton
We can
about
bring
this
we
type
can
of
bring
stuff.
her down for this.
Yeah, a ton about this stuff.
I mean, because we're also guys, we're gonna be trying something else.
Sure.
Jabert
No,
over here.
we're gonna go to 25. Fuck
25?
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
Jabert.
right
Jabert's
what are we
you
at
know,
right now?
we're at 18.
18.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just doing some back
Explain
research
it.
and
Explain it.
yeah, people's attention span is a lot shorter these days, so people don't watch shit past like 15 minutes anymore. I mean, you got your all your different little social medias, shorts and stuff. That is really what's like taking over. It is, and I checked the numbers, and I've even checked with other content creators. It's the same thing. Like if you aren't already like been doing this for years, and you have those subscribers, people that are coming up like us now is going to be harder. It's just a little bit more difficult.
Or-
the pool's so big, everybody's doing it.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know about that. I mean, because my thing is this, and hey, let me know if somebody's right or wrong on this. I think that a lot of people's commutes, and you did bring up something that's pretty. A lot of people aren't going to watch podcasts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't have an iPhone, so I can't listen to it. So the only way that I can listen to it is on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So is it just your all's commutes are 20 minutes? And then
Yeah,
you
I
just
mean,
pick up
or
and
that,
finish
or-
later.
If you're in the office and like you're watching a show, you're not gonna be able to sit there for long. You're gonna have to
Right,
stop and go
right.
do something.
Yeah.
Somebody
Right,
walks
right.
in, oh shit,
Yeah.
the space bar. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
But that's a good point. Like, if you watch a show, what shows do you watch on YouTube? Right? Everybody watches Joe Rogan, right? Because you have to have a
That's
celebrity.
a 3
You gotta
hours
have a
fucking
catch, though.
conversation.
But he's been around since the 90s.
Hey, listen,
the
I
king,
don't know
right?
about you, but I mean, we're gonna fly past him. So stop saying that.
You
So
hear that?
we're coming for you
We're coming for you.
in the alpha brain.
But I mean, dude, it's. I mean, if you're listening like on Apple or iTunes, like we were doing great on iTunes.
Yeah.
You know, it's just YouTube. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have an iPhone, so I can't listen to the podcast on that.
Right.
The only way that I can get it is on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
like, if I'm in the office or something, yeah, I'll pause it and
Yeah.
put my headphones down and go take care of something, and then come back and I'll still finish it. But does it start and stop like when you hit the stop button, or how is it?
That still goes into analytics.
Yeah.
It still
Yeah.
goes into
Yeah.
analytics.
Like average length. So for
Mhm.
on my side is the average is 40 minutes. So we're kind of
Okay.
you're at 20, I'm at 40.
Yeah.
So hey, just let us know. You guys,
It
yeah,
breaks
how,
it
do you,
long.
how do you guys watch it? Do you pause it and come back and finish it, or you're like, fuck it, 20 minutes is enough
See,
of these assholes?
so-
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. I mean, even if I finish it tomorrow, I'll go back and I'll go in my history and I'll resume it. But that's me.
Right.
The majority of the population, they're like,
Ah,
these
fuck it.
fucking guys aren't
Yeah.
talking about shit.
So
You
but
know
like
what? Let's take a pull.
maybe that's the we need to change the name.
Yeah.
But I'll go a little farther into what these people, what me and Joe Bear are talking about. Like when we put it on there, we can see. He said that like the analytics. So I don't know about on YouTube, but for my side on Apple Podcasts, it breaks it down to like engaged listeners, which is
Mhm.
more than 30 minutes. Listen to the full episode. New listeners, different states, different countries.
Yeah.
Only listen for less than 20 minutes. It breaks a shit ton of categories. Does
Yeah.
it do that on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
I
It
imagine
does.
that did, yeah.
But you have to, well, at this point, yeah, it does. At the beginning, it didn't. We had to do like 3 or 4 shows and then it started showing that
Yeah,
shit.
we had to get more data, and then it'll tell us. It shows me like most popular show that we've done,
Yeah.
and then least popular show that we've done.
What
breaks
was
it
it?
down by category?
Oh, no.
Prepping's always number one.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah,
I got the book right here.
yeah.
The 80s and 90s did well.
I think I had the most fun with the 80s and 90s though.
Yeah.
That was a lot of arguing.
Oh man, hey, but that's what I like though. It was like we were trying to defend something that both were better than where it is now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Our first few episodes were not very good in terms of numbers.
No, I mean, it weren't.
But we were just starting out. We're way better now than we were then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more smooth. We got better technology in here, and
Yeah.
you know,
Shit, it seems how we're bringing up polls. What do you guys think? Should we keep the table or get couches and bigger
Yeah.
stands?
coffee
and-
table
coffee table.
for our coffee.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. We're really trying to get the listeners engaged and see
Yeah.
what you guys want.
yeah,
And any ideas that you guys have, we're open to them.
yeah. I think we need to change the setup a little bit
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
25. We got 2, 3. One more show.
Okay.
Last of Us.
I haven't seen it.
Wait, both of y'all haven't
I
seen
haven't
it
seen
yet?
it.
No.
Oh
What's
man,
it on? What's it on? Like you're not the. It's HBO,
HBO Max.
so I can't watch it. But I have heard a lot.
I got a
of
website
people-
you can watch it.
It's
Yeah,
$5.99
send it to me.
a month.
Okay.
dude. Yeah. Then you have on top of that you have Disney Plus, then you
Nope.
get Netflix, then you get Hulu.
I'm gonna
then
give you.
get
I'm gonna give you my HBO.
Paramount.
I'm gonna give you my HBO so you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
can watch
you have
anything.
Disney Plus. I'll trade you.
I got Disney Plus.
Does
Okay.
it have the dude Nick Offerman in it? Is he in it?
Who?
Nick Offerman.
Who's that?
The guy from fucking Parks and Recs that only ate steak and whiskey.
Yes. Yes. He has his own episode. I'm not going to spoil it.
All right.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah.
And it is good. It's
Alright.
good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
And that's not the one where they're teaching the little girl, where he's like, "What's the rules? Do what you say." And then he gives her 2 rules, and she's like, "What's?" And he says, "What's rule number 1? Do what you say."
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I see.
Yeah, that is it.
Upstairs. That's what I was bringing up. But
So that's
she
what
was
you were
like,
watching
no,
it?
that's different.
No, but we were talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
You've seen it though?
No, but I've seen the preview.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna like the episode because he was like, man, badass.
So then,
Badass he was.
I never got into The Walking Dead. Is it Walking Dead-ish?
No.
Not good.
It's
You didn't like
way.
Dude,
It's
No.
better. It is crushing Walking Dead.
I was gonna say, like, it took me a long time to get into The Walking Dead, but then once I did, I binge watched all of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like Walking Dead.
I tried, dude. I made it about 2 minutes into the first episode, and I was like,
Carl!
"Oh no!" The first I didn't even get to that. It was just
You always do that.
It was just the little girl walking, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I think a dude comes up on a horse.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's like
The
no.
very first opening season.
It's
season
like-
one.
one of the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
She's holding a teddy
It's the
bear.
first
Dude,
episode.
look.
Yeah, because he fucking shoots her in the head. Because she's
Yeah,
a
I didn't
zombie.
even make it that far.
Yeah.
I was
Look,
like,
man.
this is the most boring thing I've ever seen in my
I
life.
think you need to try it a little bit more because it does get, like,
It gets better.
the first season, to me, was probably the worst out of all of them.
Okay. Okay.
But they did some spin-offs, right? They did a
Dude.
shitload of spin-offs.
Yeah.
Terry Crews is actually in one of the fucking new spin-offs. Dope.
Really?
Dope.
Yep.
Terry Crews, bro.
What's it on?
Does he do his pecs?
You have to.
Uh,
It's AMC. It's
AMC,
AMC.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing I know, we're getting close here.
yeah, well, we're past, buddy.
Yeah, we're past. We're past. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Go ahead.
You guys are gonna. Fuck, but I got a couple. I'll bring it up on that matchup. The other thing, Lego Masters. Do you all watch?
No, I haven't seen it.
I've only seen like I've seen a little bit when like the dude
They build.
they gotta hurry up and build something and then they test the weight of it and all of that stuff. That shit was pretty cool.
I was
Shit was
trying to
pretty
find
cool.
something that. What do I want to fall asleep to when I'm upstairs, right? So I'll take some like sleeping pill. I'll take melatonin, and it usually takes about 30, 45 minutes to kick in, and then I'll pass out. So I started watching this. I watched all 3 seasons back to back to
No
back to
shit.
back to back.
All right.
It's fucking
Fuck.
crazy what they can build.
This is
Don't
a kid,
keep going,
this-
'cause I got another one.
I got to, man. Hold on. All right, so that reminded me. So Abel started watching like on the kids only on Netflix,
27.
and it's like
Fuck it, 30.
so it's like where they get like these builders, they get all these kids and have come up with crazy ass ideas, right? And then they build the fucking idea, and it's like phenomenal. Like they go like it. They had a taco eating dragon with that had a toilet and all that shit. It was, it's like some stupid things that kids would come up with. They
That's
actually fucking build it.
That is dope.
So
That's dope.
I've had some free time on my hand lately. I ain't gonna go into that, but I was thinking about like cool TV shows. This day and age, don't you think I would watch it? A TV show like a graffiti contest,
Dude. Oh my god, yeah.
right? Just here's
Yeah.
a blank wall
Yeah.
That's sick.
graffiti.
That's
contest.
sick.
So they did a couple
That's sick.
episodes like that in Ink Master.
Really?
And yeah, like they had to do like they had to show like different. Either I think one of them was writing and another one was like the transition between black and white or whatever the fuck that's called.
Wow.
But it was phenomenal.
I think they're called Americana, black and white.
No, this is like the
Oh,
difference.
contrast.
Contrast. Yep.
Contrast.
Yep. So it was awesome. I would watch an entire season like that.
Yeah.
And like where they were engraving like on like a coin and shit.
Oh, I never
That's
seen
where it
Dude.
would have to be different. You'd have to have different types of textures. They
Oh
have
my
to do.
god.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Do they have a fucking graffiti show?
No.
Oh, okay.
That would be badass.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
It'll be a lot of gang members on that shit.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Dude, some of the best tattoo artists came from graffiti.
Oh yeah. No, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There'd be a bunch of gang members and lefties out there.
So this
Don't paint on my wall.
Right.
don't paint on my wall.
I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. So I
I'll
mean,
bring this
yeah,
up.
bring it
Okay,
up.
alright.
Bring it up.
My dude.
Yeah.
So, the video that came out with Dana White smacking his wife. It's because he started this new league.
You sure that's what it was?
Dude, it has to be. It was perfect
Oh,
timing. New
I
Year's
know. I
Eve.
know it was
The
perfect
show
timing.
just came out.
But that
Terry
motherfucker
slapping.
slapped the shit out of his wife.
I think she's in on it.
Hold on. Would
I
your
don't
wife
think so.
ever let you
I don't
smack
think
the
so.
shit out of her?
Not that.
Fuck no.
No, but if I told her you're getting half of whatever,
But so that's Dana White's fucking league?
yeah, he bought it.
So
So I've been watching the show. Have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces of it,
Same.
but I've also watched like YouTube videos of it prior to Dana
Okay.
White coming up.
So I've seen the first 4 episodes. You hate yourself because you're watching it. You're like, this is. I mean, they got like a little
Stupid.
arm wrestling table in
And
front of
then
them.
they just like put their arms behind their back and hold their little doodle.
But to me, it's not even fair. If you win the coin toss, you get the first smack. You knock that motherfucker out, it's over. You win.
Yeah.
You don't even get to smack
Hold on,
back.
which hand and on what count?
Yeah.
Right hand on 3.
When you first start watching it, yeah, you're like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
And
Bam!
it looks stupid as shit,
Yeah.
but then once they start going into it, they've been knocking motherfuckers
I know.
out, dude.
One eye
They're
wolf,
falling,
man.
dude.
One eye wolf.
Got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. So I'm about 4 episodes in, but he's crazy if he thinks I'm gonna pay for a pay-per-view for that.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have no way.
I don't even want to watch it for free. I watch it at like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing else
That's a
on, but it's like you're just laying up
pay-per-view?
there.
Dude, I get
Well,
on
not-
I get on YouTube and just watch like a 5-minute
Yeah.
clip of it.
Yeah, the TV show they're
Yeah.
doing now is leading up to a pay-per-view.
fuck that.
Oh my god.
Fuck
I don't
that.
think they're gonna do too
Yeah.
good. I don't think it's gonna do too good.
I don't
If
even-
if he could wrap it into like
MMA shit.
MMA,
Yeah.
Can't though.
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Put it right in the octagon, the table, center of the table.
I think that's a
Do
good
it like
idea.
on the,
That's a
not
good
not
idea.
on the main card,
But I think
like the undercard and shit.
Yeah.
People buying the
Ain't no-
pay per view.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but ain't nobody gonna watch the undercard.
Or even
still, like
or
people paying, like at the bars and shit.
or
Just
look,
got it on TV,
even in between the fucking fights, that'd be sick right
waiting
there.
for people coming out.
Right.
That wouldn't be bad.
Are you kidding, man? They
That
would
wouldn't
be
be bad. Yeah,
You know what I'm
full time
saying?
entertainment, and like a lot of people want to see knockouts, and that's all you're gonna get in that shit.
Yeah.
That's all
yeah.
you get,
That's all you're gonna
That's
get.
a great
Like,
fucking
hold on,
idea.
I'm just gonna stick my chin out there. You smack me as hard as you fucking can.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Come on
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
nerve if once your jawbone moves,
Yeah.
you're out. But at some point after a couple episodes, you're like, oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
Clean up.
Yeah, I
Hold
seen
on,
this
I mean,
chick.
I'm watching somebody for a different technique now. Like, is he gonna come up and down?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
This is gonna come up and down.
But
I saw this chick get smacked and she did a front flip.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know what he thinks he's going to charge. I wouldn't even pay $5 to watch it on pay per view. To be honest, I'll just watch it for free
For
on
free.
TV.
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's hard for
I
me.
mean,
to
shit,
get-
I don't even buy pay per view for the main events on UFC. I just wait for the next day.
Yeah.
No, I buy.
Yeah. Right.
I was about to say that I don't even buy that many anymore. I used to buy every single one, but now, I mean, it's got to be like a marquee matchup.
Dude,
Like
the
when
John
Conor McGregor-
Jones,
when Conor McGregor comes back, I'm gonna buy that one.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about buying the John Jones one.
I like John Jones. I've seen all of his fights. I'll probably buy that one.
Yeah.
But they're getting rare, getting pretty rare there.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of excited to see John Jones the heavyweight.
I mean, we didn't even get in the Super Bowl, but we'll get onto that one on the next show.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week.
See you guys.
Later.